Hot Mic Sports, y'all, home of the hot takes, and we'll be keep the mic hot. Welcome to today's episode. Appreciate you joining me here. It's your host, Dev, and we're going to get right into it, okay? Is the NBA becoming an international players' game? What do you think? Has Americans lost the grip that we once had on the NBA? Let's talk about it. So, these days, when you look around the NBA, you see a lot of players, a lot of teams with, a mixture of players, American, international, from everywhere. There was once a time where you had stars like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal that dominated the airwaves, right? And they still do to an extent, don't get me wrong. But there was a time where they actually were the top of the pyramid in the league. Now, when you look around, who's the top of the pyramid? Your international players. Your most recent champion and your most recent NBA MVP. He's Canadian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Great leader on the team, cold-blooded dude, man. And then when you look around the league, you also have the likes of Luka Dončić, Nikola Jokić, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the future of the league, Victor Wembanyama, y'all. All right? Now, that's a starting five in itself right there. Can you give me a starting five right now, playing in the league, American players, that can compete with that starting five? You can't. You can't. Because when you look at it, the MVP trophy has been dominated by international players over the last 5 years, easily. Giannis, Jokić, now Shai. And Luka was in the running. Now, not to mention, all three of those guys, actually, all four of those guys have all played in the NBA Finals in the last 5 years. The only one who didn't bring the chip home was Luka. And that's because he didn't have enough talent to beat the Celtics. So it's very interesting to me that when you look and you see the NBA right now, that's supposedly more athletic and skilled than previous generations, getting dominated by less athletic players. Jokić, hell of a player, skilled. Shai, skilled. Luka, skilled. Now, let's talk about it. It doesn't matter if Luka is in a Lakers jersey or a Mavericks jersey. He's still the same guy. Creative, can't speed him up, can't slow him down. He's going to play his game. He's going to put triple-doubles on your head. 70-point triple-double highlighted his career other than the NBA Finals appearance. He's the youngest player to reach scoring, assists, and rebounds since LeBron James. And right now, if he keeps this pace up, he's going to pass LeBron in all of those categories as far as the fastest player to reach those statistics. And then you have Nikola Jokić, averaging a triple-double this season, multiple MVPs, NBA Finals MVP, NBA champion. Western Conference used to have to go through the Nuggets because of Jokić. And it wouldn't matter who they were playing because we had never seen a center like him playing point guard that can do everything. Pass, rebound, dribble. Can't speed him up, can't slow him down. He's going to play his game. We've never seen that. There's never been a big man who can do the things that Nikola Jokić does. And that's what makes him him. Because if there was any player in the league right now that you would take, it's Nikola Jokić. You can lie to yourself all you want, but it's Jokić. Just look. And then let's talk about Giannis, y'all. That boy Giannis. That's a bad boy. Lack of help is the reason why we don't see Giannis in more championships. He's got one, and an NBA Finals MVP, and an MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. He's got all those, but we have not seen consistent NBA Finals appearances or Eastern Conference dominance because Giannis has not had the help that these other players have had. Because if he has, he would have been there multiple times, I promise you. We never seen a player like him, built like him, can move like him. A few dribbles up the court, bang, score. He does lack in the shooting department, but that don't matter for Giannis. He still can put 30, 12, and 15 on your head and dominate on the defensive side of the ball. He's a bad boy. Now, let's talk about Shai next, y'all. This boy from Canada, this is amazing how one trade can change the franchise future, y'all. Ain't it? This boy comes to the Thunder. You surround him, you give him a decent supporting cast. Because none of them players would be all-stars on another team. I'm going to tell you that right now. Shai brings out the best in this team. He's skilled. He can do everything. He's cold-blooded. He's creative. What can you say? NBA champion. NBA MVP. NBA Finals MVP. Similar to Kobe and Allen Iverson, all wrapped in one. Just watch the boy play. I'm impressed. Took me a while to warm up to him, but you got to give credit where credit's due. And he's from Canada, y'all. None of these are American players. Isn't that something? Shai been doing it for a couple years, and he finally getting his due. And now when you watch him play, you already know. You know what time it is. You can't do nothing with him, y'all. I don't care how many times he goes to the free throw line, stop fouling him. Stop falling for the pump fake. That's just a matter of skill. Simple as that. Now, let's move on to Wemby, y'all. What can be said about Wemby that hasn't already been said? It's my favorite player. You already know I'm a fan of Wemby, big fan. He is the future of the NBA, potentially can be the next GOAT, y'all. If Wemby continues this path, I'm going to put him in the conversation with the Michael Jordans and the LeBron Jameses for GOAT conversation. If he dominates the way that I think he's going to dominate and the way he's projected to dominate, he's 7'4", can do everything, shoot, dribble, play defense. Can't stop him. If you watch him, he's as skilled as anybody I've named on this list. And once he mentally locks in and realizes that he has the potential to be as great as he can be, with nobody that can stop him, what can you do with him? Nothing. You've already seen it. I've never seen a man 7'4" that can do the things that Wemby does. And there's no doubt about it, he's the future of the NBA. Now, give me a better starting five than Luka, Shai, Giannis, Jokic, and Wemby in the NBA right now. Hey, listen. LeBron, Steph, KD, their time is gone, all right? We need to appreciate them guys while they're still here. Right now, we're talking about the league right now and the future of the NBA right now. We have literally seen it change hands right before our face. And everybody wants to talk about how this league is more athletic, more skilled. Players of today can keep up with players of past generations. And players of past generations can't keep up with players today. Well, I'll tell you what. There's more spacing on the floor. There's more one-on-ones. And, not to mention, your top 5 players in the NBA are all international. So that answers the question, is the NBA becoming more international? I think we have our answer. These are all Nike and Jordan athletes. How ironic. The Olympics, we didn't look dominant last time as we used to. It's an international game, y'all. It's no more longer an American game. But we do have one highlight. We got one highlight, y'all. We got one player with superstar potential. And his ceiling is high. And that's Anthony Ant-Man Edwards, y'all. He's the hope that we have for our American players to bring it back home. For face of the league. To show future players here there's somebody they can look up to. As long as he can control his attitude and his image and continue to play the way that he's played, Ant has the potential to bring it home. He really does. Because when you look at it, the difference in American players And international players, if you have all seen them play, are all positionless, y'all. And that's because since they have been young, they have been given all the skill sets, the dribbling, the passing, the IQ. Give them a ball to dribble. Show them what to do. Here in America, we try to put somebody at a position and say, hey, this is all you can be. This is what I need you to focus on. Not over there. The proof is in the pudding. The boys can do everything. Every last one of them players I just named can bring the ball up the floor. Every one of those last players I just named can dribble. They all have skill. Probably the least skill out of all of them is Giannis. And that's because he relies on pure power. But as you can see, that has not stopped him from becoming a champion and becoming one of the best players in the league. He just needs some help. Simple as that. So this is what I will say, y'all. We have everything that we've seen over the last 5 to 10 years of the NBA becoming more international. So, hey, let me ask you, do you have a better starting five than them that I just named? Do you think the NBA has a chance to become back to American players? Or do you think the international players are going to continue to dominate the game, y'all? This is Devin Hot Mike Sports. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, y'all. Drop it in the comments. Do you think the NBA is becoming international? Until then, I'll see you next time.